Hey, what's up? This is Nate, empowering you to manage your own health. And today I want to talk about a idea that I've stolen from strength training that I apply to my philosophy on diet. Especially all my personal training clients, I use this same philosophy. And this philosophy is of basic periodization, right? So, for those of you that don't know, periodization is just the study of the application of working out, resting, and timing working out and resting to get better at a thing, like weightlifting or sprinting or swimming or something like that. And so that's basically what periodization is. But a little more deeper into it is you have to divide periodization into little phases of one's training career. So you have the beginner phase, which is where you learn movements, learn skills, and you adapt very quickly. So this would happen, really burpy today. This would happen in the case of someone that is just starting out squatting. They learn the movement, right, and they get strong really fast. They'll go from only being able to lift 100 pounds to being able to lift 225 pounds in, like 3 or 4 months, maybe a little longer. And, right, there's reasons for that, but that is called the beginner phase. And they make really quick gains in a linear fashion. And then you have the advanced or intermediate phase. Well, intermediate comes first. And that's where the gains start to slow down, but they're still making progress. And then you have the advanced phase where people start to make, I'm like scooting over like there's a graph here. The advanced phase, which you start to make even slower progress, but you're still making progress. Then you got like professional level where they're adding like 5 pounds to their lifts a year, taking 1 second, fractions of a second off their sprinting times, stuff like that. And that's where, like, super advanced. But I apply the same philosophy to dieting. I think that people that have not ever followed a long-term diet, they need to start on a beginner's diet. And this is something that's very basic. I always recommend the paleo diet because it fits my basic requirements. It fits the very basic I was about to say hardcore. I like that word today. It fits the very basic, fundamental foods that you need to eat, that you need to stay away from, right? Pasteurized dairy, stay the hell away from it. Paleo diet says stay the hell away from dairy. Grains. Most people need to stay away from grains, especially if you need to lose weight. I say legumes are okay. Beans are okay. I don't know why paleo says they're bad. But the reason that the paleo diet is so good is because it has flaws, but it also hits the big things, right? Just like a beginner strength trainer wants to just do big movements. They want to squat, they need to deadlift, they need to press things overhead, do some pull-ups, that kind of thing. And they're going to get stronger, they're going to get bigger, they're going to hit the major muscle groups, etc., etc. And with the paleo diet, as a beginner's diet, it does essentially the same thing as a beginner's strength training program does for strength. So if you follow the paleo diet, you're going to cut out the major bad, terrible things. Sugar, flour, refined salt. Please cut out refined salt. Trans fats. Those, what was the other one? Pasteurized milk. Those are like the terrible, awful foods that people eat, that you need to stay the hell away from. But it also emphasizes eat vegetables, eat organ meats, and these are the kind of things that are good. Where the paleo diet falters, where it's not very good, is that it doesn't say you need to eat organic food. Right? Organic food is way better taste-wise and health-wise than conventional food. So it's important. That's where the intermediate phase would come into play. Once you start getting more advanced in your dieting, you can start to introduce organic food. Then you can start to introduce patterning, as like Paul Chek has his primal pattern diet type. You have metabolic typing, this individualized, personalized plan. And then you can get more advanced with your dieting. So I hope that helps. If you are having trouble with your diet, do the paleo diet, and from there, stick with it for like 6 months or more. Sticking with it for a year isn't going to hurt you. And then from there, start to introduce organic foods. Start with organic meats, grass-fed organic meats. Start to introduce good quality meats. Then start to whittle away all the nasty conventional vegetables and start to introduce organic vegetables, which are good. And then start to play with, oh, well, if I eat more meat compared to veggies, I feel better. If I eat more veggies compared to meat, I feel better. And, you'll that's the best way to approach diet. And eventually you'll reach a point where you can tell exactly what nutrients your body needs, right? So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email at lowbudgetnobshealth@gmail.com. Shoot me a message in the comments, in YouTube, Facebook. Deuces.